All right.
Hello, good evening. I'm Viola.
I'm Drum. This is take two.
She don't play.
This is she don't.
Nobody
play.
cares. It's
Nobody
take two.
cares. But
We messed up
I
before.
care. I don't care. Yeah. A little technical difficulties, a little behind the scenes action. You're gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear every single fucking detail about our lives.
Really? Every detail?
Well, maybe not every detail.
Like how many potato chips I ate today?
How many potato chips did you eat today?
Less than usual.
Oh, good. That's good. You don't eat too many pop.
But I'm saying, how would they ever know? We just have to. The show goes on, and you act like nothing happened,
The show
and you
must go
grind.
on. Oh yeah, and that's what we're doing today. Because I actually have fond memories of being a child, of wandering through these ancient woods, grinding my little heart away, and my little skull away.
Grinding your skull away. Grinding
Yes.
skulls
Grinding skulls. That's the theme
of tonight.
of tonight. Why is that the theme of tonight?
Because I was listening to a talk by Sadhguru talking about the five skulls: the frog, the snake, the frog, the fox, the tiger, and the human, or something like that.
Sounds like a
And,
I want to. Sorry.
He was saying that the frog values its skull just like a human values their skull.
Mm-hmm.
Frog values its skull very much.
I value frog skulls.
Why do you value frog skulls?
They're gonna ask me how much for a frog skull.
Why do you put a value on frog skulls?
Because they're like, isn't that a currency in some countries? Frog skulls. Like, give me 2 frog skulls for one banana. And the other person
One
was-
banana for 2. That doesn't seem fair. The poor life of the frog is worth more than a banana. Half a banana.
That's some expensive ass bananas.
They're really
Have you
expensive.
tried to catch a frog skull? They're attached to little hippity hops. I don't know the name of them, what they're called, but the frog skulls are attached to some weird creature that hops around and that your daughter's kind of obsessed with.
Yeah, they eat bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they scream. They go ree. That's where the whole ree.
My daughter's into mushrooms too, which is kind of interesting because usually when somebody wears a lot of mushroom clothing, you think they're like into tripping balls.
She doesn't really know what tripping balls means.
No.
Yeah. My brother has a show. It's called Polyester Blend,
Polyester blend.
which is on YouTube. It's a live show, and actually it's live every Monday night. So we're
Why did he name his show after uncomfortable clothing?
because I don't know, but it fits. But yeah, he talked about raising a child, because he actually has a son that is about your daughter's age, and he was talking about driving into. He was talking about driving into Vegas, and he kind of has a ritual where he listens to Steely Dan while riding into Vegas. And he's hanging out with his son, and his son's like, he describes it as the moment that all young hip fathers dread, which is your son going, "Dad, what does Steely Dan mean?" And he lied. He lied to his child, saying it was just a couple of nonsense words.
What does it mean?
It's a dildo from a book. It's a dildo from the book Naked Lunch.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Steely Dan.
Yes, Steely Dan. Yeah. Bo. Yeah. Whoa.
I always confuse it with my favorite folk music group, Steel Eye Span.
Is that a real folk group?
Mm-hmm.
Do they name themselves after Steely Dan?
Steel Eye Span.
Steel Eye Span.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
They're Irish.
Oh, they're Irish. Say no more. Okay, making sure. Oh, this is the Chocobo village. These are where all the chocobos are. And I think if I get the chocobo, I don't think I really need a chocobo, but they're fun. Look at their little feet. Their little tails.
Check some bows.
Check some bows. And I think this one heals my magic. And I think we've actually done all this before. But we're just grinding, baby. Just having a nice, chill grind session.
Mm. Do you grind with any goals? Or do you just grind to
I
have
just
fun?
grind. This is fun. This was fun for me as a child. Just walking around, killing some creatures. What's this? What have I
Pardon
done?
while I take off my headphones.
Oh, it's okay.
It makes my
It's
head
okay.
itchy. It's
Do
oh,
we talk
okay.
about her?
Did we talk about
I
her?
think we did.
Did we talk about her?
Yes.
That's
This is okay. Sorry.
Did we play her? I think we
Oh
played-
yes,
I
we
think
actually played a little
of her video.
Yeah. Forgot her name, Focaccia or something like that. We probably talked about it on the last episode. That's actually going to air, and I'm still releasing episodes. We haven't quit doing the show, but it's definitely slowed down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
good.
Is it?
It's less pressure.
It is.
Because there were moments
There were moments when I was kind of stressing
you
out
were
over
stressed out about this
it,
whole
but
thing.
yeah, I'm trying not to stress out. But it should be a good thing and not a stressy thing.
It's fun.
It is fun. I like hanging out with you. I like our back and forth
Mhm.
when we talk.
No more pressure.
I say one thing, you say another thing, then I say a third thing or a second
Let's
thing.
call the whole thing off.
In response to your first thing. That's how a conversation
You
is
say
formed.
one thing, I say another thing. Let's call the whole thing off.
Yes. You say banana, I say potato. What? Sorry.
It
Yeah.
seems like a mismatched perception.
Like mismatched clothing, like a polyester blend, perchance.
Fits, but it's uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah. No, they are. It's very kind of awkward based humor. Kind of reminds me of living in Salt Lake City and hanging out with those folks on the regular. But
White boy problems.
White boy problems. I think that's the name of their band actually.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. You ever been to Salt Lake City?
No.
Okay, well you're not missing much. No, Salt Lake City is great. I kid.
Isn't there a movie called SLC Punk? Or something?
SLC Punk, yeah. I saw it in high school before I even moved to Salt Lake City. And I remember kind of being upset by that whole movie because
he was a poser?
well, that and also the movie's message is kind of like, yeah, it's just a phase, or it's like, you know, he was a poser. Yeah, it's kind of a cliche, but yeah, there are better movies about punks out there, I guess is my point.
Oh yeah.
Such as
Jubilee.
Jubilee. Oh, Jubilee. Yes, that is a good movie. And Sid and Nancy, obviously, and Repo Man. And
You're talking about our friend Alex?
yes.
Or not really. I mean, you know what? It wouldn't be accurate to call him my friend because I just I've talked to him a few times. But
Okay.
Yeah.
But you've hung with the great Alex Cox.
Briefly.
One of my favorite directors.
Yep.
Yes. And what's another good punk movie? Decline of Western Civilization, which is a documentary, but very good. And James Bond Casino Royale. Sorry, they were talking about James Bond movies and Polyester Blend and cracking me up because they all hate James Bond movies. Like none of them watched it, but they knew enough about James Bond to kind of.
What is something that you've never watched but you know enough about?
That's a good question.
For me, it's Harry Potter.
I was thinking Harry Potter,
Never
but
watched Harry Potter or read Harry Potter.
I've read the book. I've read most of the books, and I know I've read all the books. I've read every book except the last book. And weirdly enough, I actually saw the second to last movie, which is the first half of the last book. Anyway, but I never really got into Harry Potter. It felt a little repetitive to me. And also Harry Potter, the character, kind of the opposite of grows on you. He kind of got on my nerves after a while. I missed out on the whole Game of Thrones phenomenon.
Yay! I'm
saw-
not really interested in it.
I did see the first season, and that was good.
You saw the first season?
And I actually was kind of
I
like,
saw half of one episode and fell asleep.
oh, I like the way season 1 ends. Kind of felt satisfying to me, so I kind of stopped there. I was like, I guess that's a good place to end it. But I don't know. I watch a lot of bullshit.
What'd you think of it? Oh, we haven't even talked about Squid Game, have we?
We haven't. Speaking of
Topical.
yes, speaking of fads. But yeah, Squid Game is very huge right now.
That's an interesting thing because there's a lot of kids who are into the Squid Game
Yes.
memes and ideas, and they have never seen the show.
And that's another thing that my nephew and your daughter have in common. They are obsessed with Squid Game memes. Not the show, just the memes. So
Postmodern world, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
really. Jeepers creepers. But yeah, Squid Game was good. We haven't really talked about it on the show, but not to
You know
spoil
what?
too much. But the main character is a douchebag. Go on.
The main character is a douchebag?
No, he's not a douchebag.
No, he's
but
actually a very moral,
yes,
ethical person.
yes, but
But it's to
he-
a fault.
yes, we didn't like. Let's just say we didn't like the last scene.
Okay, so if you've not seen Squid Game, and you want no spoilers,
Which fast forward to
Fast-
this point in the video.
right?
I guess.
Yeah, you can go past this point in the video.
Okay. It's not
Because
big tricks here.
why the fuck didn't he just go help the guy himself?
Or yeah, why did he like?
Or
mope?
why did he take a whole year
Why did he mope for a year? Why
and not help anybody?
Why didn't he lie to his daughter? He could have just said, "Listen, I gotta take care of some shit. I'll see you if I make it out the other side," or something. I don't know. But he shouldn't have been like, "Yeah, I'll be on the plane."
He should have gotten on the fucking plane.
Or
dude.
maybe he should have gotten on the fucking plane.
He should have gotten on the fucking plane.
But then there would be
And
no
then-
season
but
2.
he can come back. He can go to see his daughter and come the fuck back. And then not
We
leave
got-
her just hanging there
We got
like an
very-
asshole.
We got very upset. It was like the most, it's a very upsetting show, but that was like the most upsetting part for us. It's like he just lied to his daughter. What the hell?
He's a fucking deadbeat dad.
Yeah. And you know what? Fiction is chock full of deadbeat dads.
And they're heroes somehow. Somehow they become
They're always
heroes.
heroes. I was watching a lot of like. This is like I'm talking about shit I used to watch 10 years ago. But 10 years ago, I was watching a lot of 90s television, and I noticed there was like a point where it was like Captain Picard had a son randomly, and then Mulder and Scully had a kid the weird alien baby that they eventually abandoned. And
They abandoned their baby?
well, it's a long story. It's very strange, but
it's like post Jump the Shark.
kinda, yeah. It's definitely like, okay, we gotta think of something else to explore now. And MacGyver has a son randomly. That really threw me off. but yeah, and it was all like early 90s TV, or early to mid to late 90s TV. They like all the main
Do you know
characters became
how
deadbeat
many-
dads.
You know how many guys I've heard talk about like, yeah, I probably have a kid out there that I don't even know about.
That's funny because that was one of their theories about James Bond. Like they're like James Bond must have had a lot of kids out of wedlock.
Oh man.
Because he's like always. There's always a new Bond girl in every movie, and Shaken Not Stirred, and James Bond, and we all know the tropes of James Bond. CIA, imperialism, MI6, CIA. Anyway.
CIA man. I like that song.
Oh, that was a great song. CIA, man. Fucking name, man.
CIA.
CIA, man. So if you're watching this show for the gameplay, why? And I don't know what else to tell you. Just kind of chilling. It's Monday night. I'm with the love of my life, and we're playing video games that I played when I was like 9.
Yay.
So this is great. I miss it. The best part of the show is the actual recording. I get to hang out with you. I like to imagine us talking to a big imaginary audience, even though like 4 people will probably hear us. But
those 4 people.
But those 4, God bless those 4 people.
Those 4 people are devoted and really seem to care.
Yeah, weird.
And I don't know, it's kind of intense to have that loyal an audience.
Yeah. Sorry. Just like using the term audience a little loosely, but
We have a small devoted audience.
yes, the thought is this is the thought that counts. I love it.
Well, like if you're playing a nightclub and like you got 4
Oh,
people
yeah.
who always show up to your
Yes.
shows,
And it's funny.
that's special.
It's funny because like
I like it.
I love Polyester Blend. Like I was upstairs cracking up, but like 4 people are in the chat room and one of them's me. There's like there's about as many people listening to Polyester Blend
Some
as
of us
watching
don't
us.
do this for the fame,
That's right. We do it for the love,
for
and
the
if you
fun,
don't, and for the love of the
and the
people,
lulls.
and the lulls. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Go watch PewDiePie, okay?
We don't have the pressures of
That's
the
true.
famous YouTubers and whatnot.
And do we want the pressures? No.
No,
We kind of want the fame though.
I kind of want the obscurity.
Yeah, that's true.
I would rather have like 100 people that intensely love what we do
Yeah.
than like a million views.
I think there's a word for that. Starts with a C, ends with a alt.
See, it's with an alt.
a cult following. Will YouTube I mean, I shouldn't worry about it. That's another thing. We don't have to worry about demonetization.
No,
just
because we
thinking-
can't even monetize until we have 1,000 people.
We're too little. We're too little for anyone else.
My
to
other
forget.
channel I can monetize if I want to, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Cause fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. You could monetize it. Sorry.
I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm
no,
not
you
gonna.
don't want to. That's
No,
fine.
I can get 10 times as many, and I'm not gonna.
Hell yeah. No,
I don't know.
you can't make me. CIA,
Those fucking
man.
ads are annoying, man. Who
Those
wants them?
fucking ads are annoying. And even from content people that I like, the ads
Yeah,
can
they'll
get
like
annoying.
stop in the middle and like, and this video
This
is
is
sponsored by blah blah blah
VPN.
VPN.
And I like the ads in the middle of the thing wouldn't bother me so much, but it is weird because I watch a lot of true crime YouTube, and it's so bizarre when it's like tonight 3 unsolved murders from the 90s. But first, a word from our sponsor. It's like seriously, like Raid Shadow Legends.
The only time I would monetize
Oh yes.
is if it were organic to our content.
Yes.
Like if Highball was
for
like,
such-
you keep talking about Highball
Yeah.
and Beaver Butt.
And we love it. We here in marketing at Beaver
We'd love
Butt
to give you
Highball.
cases and cases of Highball.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be sick?
And
We already get kind of cases of Highball, but that's because there's someone out there who loves us
Who loves
dearly,
us.
who asked me not to mention his name. But he is great.
oh, but he book blocked you.
Oh, right. Yes.
You
If
called
you're-
it cock block, and I was like, there's no cocks involved.
You mean book blocking? Yes, I was going to get you a present, and he beat me to it. But that's okay. So that just means I get to keep my copy.
It's a
Yes,
lovely,
it's
lovely,
a lovely gift.
I have my gift here. I want to talk about the books I got. Yay.
Yeah, talk about the books you got. She's going to get the books. We'll be right back after these messages. NordVPN.
Audible.com.
Sponsored by Audible. That I would be okay with an Audible sponsor, if I'm being perfectly honest.
All right, I've got The Creation of Patriarchy by Gerda Lerner,
Put it up on the screen. There you go.
which is great. It's I'm not gonna say seminal because that doesn't sound right. Feminist text.
All right.
When God Was a Woman,
Sweet.
which is about pre-Christian, pre-Abrahamic religion
Mm-hmm.
and the existence of goddesses.
Yes. When things were much cooler.
I'm not sure they were that cool, but
Oh,
you
no,
know,
they
like,
weren't that cool. But,
religion was cooler.
yeah. Okay. We'll
And
go with that.
the one that you wanted to get me, but he beat you to
Yes,
it.
yes.
Bird by Bird, some instructions on writing and life.
Yes.
And the reason I wanted this book is
Mhm.
because there is a quote in it that I keep seeing that I
Oh, God.
love
Yeah.
so much, and it goes something like, if they wanted you to write warmly about them, they would have behaved better, or something like that. You know, like, your story is your own,
Yeah.
and if someone wanted you to write warmly about them, they should have behaved better in the first place.
That's interesting. That reminds me of I was at a bookstore once and I wish I had gotten it because I love Lydia Lunch, but I flipped through a copy of a book that Lydia Lunch wrote, and I just remember the I can't think of the word, but like the epigraph, the stuff that comes before a book starts.
Prologue?
Yeah, she just says like,
Acknowledgements?
yeah, she said none of these names have changed. They're all fucking guilty, which is fucking rad.
Lovely.
Yeah,
And then
great.
finally I got Rosser von Berders,
Ooh,
The Future of Male-Female Relationships. Now, do you know about Rasa?
I have never heard the name.
Well, she was on a lot of talk shows in the 80s.
Okay. Oh, never mind.
This is her?
it finally clicked. Yeah. Damn. I can't put. I
I opened to a picture of her boobies.
Yeah, we're probably not going to put that up.
Uh,
We don't care about being demonetized, but also we don't want to look for trouble. Although, damn, son.
very, very large-breasted stripper for God.
Yes,
Well, she was a stripper for God at first,
Yes.
and dominatrix. She was chaste for a long time, and
Dude, we're getting distracted over here by her nonstop boobage. Damn, son. All right.
she appeared in a lot of. But she's a femdom and also worshipped as goddess.
Sweet.
Um,
Well, I already have a goddess that I worship. Anyway, I guess you can have more than one goddesses. I guess you can have infinite goddesses.
but but her original claim to fame was being a stripper for God, spreading the gospel
Sorry.
while stripping.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That was never mind.
But then she kind of expanded her horizons outside of Christianity,
Mm-hmm.
and then became a little more interesting. And she's got devotees.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Is
So-
she still alive?
Yeah, she's still around.
Awesome.
She's like pretty oldish.
Mhm.
Like, I'm not sure how old, but like definitely senior. And has a YouTube channel that she would update often a few years ago, but I haven't seen much from her lately.
Mhm. Yeah, I hope no one was like, because I think I actually, also, I'm not very good at keeping up a YouTube channel, because I think I still have it in the description of this channel, like updates every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's when I was getting really stressed out about it.
Yeah,
So
why did you go for 3 days a week when we just have a little baby YouTube channel?
I don't know. I just want.
You
I
had
just
high
want-
hopes.
I just want the people to know that I love gaming. Yeah. Well, also I was like sick of my job. I still am sick of my job, but I'm gonna talk about it less.
Okay.
Anyway. Hey, guess what?
What?
We both have birthdays in a couple of days.
Oh yeah. Yours is
Yes.
Wednesday, mine is Thursday.
Yes.
We always have almost 10 years between us.
Yes.
Almost exactly.
9 years, 364 days.
Hmm.
Yes.
And I am turning 259.
So a little more than 9 years and 364 days then. Yes.
Well,
And-
give or take 110 years.
And
Or 210 years.
And I'm turning 26.
Okay. You
No,
can
I'm
tell
turning 39.
You could tell yourself that.
But I still feel mentally as though I'm 26. Always putting my foot in my mouth every other day. Not much has changed since 2009.
Yeah, don't tell me what to wear.
Never gonna do that again. Anyway.
Let's air that dirty laundry.
Oh God! Please
Put it out
no,
there and let it
no.
swing around. Get the stink off.
No. Learn my lesson. But if you want to air the grow the how do I phrase this? The never mind.
Grow the what?
I was gonna start talking about no fap.
Mold? Oh.
I couldn't think of a way to put it. Couldn't think of a way to put
I
it.
don't.
But
You know, I don't really call it no fap. I call it denial. But it's no fap. You're right. You're not fapping. To anything.
yeah, we I guess we're trying it out this year, and it's been an
Because
experience.
it's Locktober.
It's been an experience. I do feel like I'm going insane, but I can walk through walls now, so that's a benefit.
What else are the benefits?
I can levitate a little bit off the ground.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can do push-ups with no hands.
I believe that one.
That one actually sounds legit. But it hasn't quite been as.
Well, first you didn't follow the instructions.
What are you talking about?
I told you to get a lot of extra exercise,
Well,
yoga,
yeah,
and meditation.
I've been doing it lately, but like I also thought like I get my steps in, man. I get like 20,000 steps a day.
No, but you have to have like vigorous physical activity.
I do. I think I fucking walk through walls. I'm doing no-handed push-ups over here. No, but I did find also the very strange effect on me mentally because I've decided I would like to become a polyglot, someone who speaks a lot of languages. And so I actually was watching when you told me to do yoga, and I finally got through my thick skull that I should do some yoga. I found like a great German yoga instructor on the interwebs who's a lot better at it than I am, but it's nice to follow along, and a Spanish one too.
Okay, so
So-
what's your language plan? What's your
Yes, I have a language plan. I can talk about it in the next 5 minutes. So I have a co-worker, a Mina Melhor Amiga, which is my best friend in Portuguese. She's teaching me Portuguese at work, and since I hope to not have that job a year from now, I'm gonna use this opportunity to cram in as much Portuguese as I can, like 2 hours a day.
You're gonna cram in Portuguese?
Kind of cram in some Portuguese, and then the year after that, I'm gonna cram in some German with you.
And we'll do it. Ambition.
Ambition. And I'm still gonna write to you all this year and stuff. And then the year after that, I'm gonna revisit my Spanish and French for the 2 years following that, because I did Spanish and French for some reason in high school and college. And
You're relatively fluent in speaking Spanish. I notice you understand Spanish.
I can understand Spanish. I'm not great at speaking anything, really. I stumble over my words even in English. But
You're not even good at speaking.
I'm not even great at
And you're an
speaking
English professor.
I know. It's the talkie has always been my downfall. But then after that, I'm gonna get serious.
God.
And learn some
Disgusting.
Nihongo, some Japanese.
Disgusting.
So what do you think? By the time I'm 45, I'm gonna be able to speak like five or six languages.
That's more than I could speak when I was 45.
Yeah. How many languages could you speak at 45?
English clear, like fluently,
English fluently.
and then a little bit schwer Arabic
Schwer.
and ein bisschen Deutsch.
Oh, that's good. That's bien. That's Spanish for good. Yeah, that's so. Hopefully, in 5 years, I'll look back on this video and not be completely embarrassed.
Schwer Arabic. Are you gonna learn any Arabic?
So, I'll talk about this real quick, but yeah, that's so. The 4 like hardest languages to learn spell out Jack when you write them out. It's Japanese, Arabic, Chinese, and Korean. And
What about Farsi?
I don't know if the video that I watched talked about Farsi, unfortunately. But
And Dutch is not hard. Is not easy.
Dutch is easy supposedly if you speak English.
Dutch.
It was in level 1 on the video that I watched.
Really, I
Yeah,
don't know. I feel like
it's a Germanic language.
yeah, but it's got so many exceptions. It's like English. It's like
Yeah,
really
that's true.
difficult.
Will you get out of my way, lady? Get out of my way. Sorry.
But I've spent enough time in the Netherlands to know to say dankjewel.
Dankjewel. What does that mean?
Dankjewel.
What? Dankjewel?
Dankjewel.
What does that mean?
It's like thank you very much.
Sounds like donkey well.
Yeah, I know. I like it. Dankjewel.
All right. On that note, I will say ciao, which is bye in Portuguese. It's not CIAO like in Italian. It's TCHAU.
TC.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao, bellos and bellas, e bellas, and I love you.
Love you.
Je t'aime.
Ich liebe dich.
Ik liebe dich.
And I happy.
Oh, and maybe in like a year or two, we'll play games in different languages, like Deutsch, der Alemán. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Perfect.
Perfecto. I love you so much. Have a great night.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yes.